We're here on this farmer's ground. We got cattle right up here. There is quite a bit of coyote sign around, but we're just trying to thin the herd out a little bit. He's got quite a few coyotes. Come calving season, he's had some trouble in the past. This coyote's rubbed all to pieces. We thought he was gorgeous. We pulled up. I mean, his back hair is great, but he's rubbed pretty bad. So we're going to go ahead and dispatch him and move on down. See if we catch anything else. I can't hardly talk because he won't whip up.
Closer makes me look a little bit bigger.
It does.
You know what I mean?
You look taller.
Yeah. This is my little buddy Scott.
Let me get everybody.
I'll stand like this, man.
I don't like it. We're here on a property in central Indiana today. Farmers got a lot of beavers. Not a lot of beavers. I think a lot of them moved out this time of year. I don't know if they went to bigger water or whatever, but we got a section here. There's seems to be quite a few beavers. There's a lot of sign. They've got about a 4 or 5 foot dam down here. Water's froze over. It's rough setting. We're not used to ice.
Yeah.
But there's, I don't know how many slides in the first 200 yards of the creek, but they're just everywhere. We broke some ice after the beavers had broke some ice. We made the holes bigger, so they should come out tonight and come to our castor mound sets. But we found a couple dens we set. They're not easy right now either. We had to work at that awful hard to get them in, but
we're both soaking wet from the...
Yeah, went over our boots. Ice makes it rough to see depth.
We should have brought chest waders.
Yeah.
In hindsight.
Yeah. Well, I really don't like chest waders for the fact if I slide underneath that,
yeah,
it's gonna be hard to get out.
Yeah. We got 45 sets in the ground today. We've got some coon sets, not very many, mostly coyote sets.
Yeah, we got 34, 35 coyote sets, so we'll probably catch one possum.
Yeah. Oh, no, don't short yourself. We'll probably catch a skunk.
Yeah, we'll catch a skunk too. We did notice today when we started setting, there was snow on the ground everywhere, just a dusting, but we noticed a lot of fox tracks, which is kind of rare for here.
Yeah.
We have caught 3 this year, but we kind of knew where they were at in the barn, so it wasn't that hard. But a lot of fox sets, quite a few coyote tracks. We'll just see what tomorrow brings.
Should be good.
I think our best day will be Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
But
well, wish us luck.
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Bring you to run them. Yeah, we're here setting a new piece of ground, and we got a guy with us, Mason Calhoun. He's 16 years old. Getting ready to set his first coyote set. He's wanting to try to get into trapping. He's a good buddy of mine's boy, but he wants to learn and hang out, so we're going to let him learn and hang out. You guys need to teach every kid that wants to learn, because it's the next generation of what we're doing. But he's never caught a coyote or caught anything, so we're going to let him set a beaver trap later, some coon traps, and I don't care, whatever he catches, he can have it.
Snipe? Yeah,
we might get him on a snipe trap here in a little bit. But we'll just see how this goes. I'd put her. Yeah. This location, we're on the high point of the property pretty much, and it's just open fields and fence rows, ponds. We've gotten a really cold snap over Christmas here, and it got down to like -5 Christmas Eve night. I think it was 12 this morning. It's about 18 to 20 now.
How far back should I go?
With what, buddy?
The next hole.
Rule of thumb, it's 8 to 10 inches, so yeah. You'll know when right next to it. If the ground's not really froze, you'll have no trouble. But this ground's getting, some spots it's really froze, some spots it's not. You can probably chip it out from there.
There's 2 in it.
Is it root?
I think so.
I think it's just frozen ground.
Where's the hammer?
Let me get your hammer.
It was out here already.
Oh, then I don't know what to do with it.
That's why we need to paint them.
Dip them something. He's been watching this morning. We've made a few sets, so we're going to let him go and see how he does here. Don't get it. There you you go. Set your trap first and make sure it beds well. If not, you'll have to do some smashing or digging, or make sure you flip it over. You got it backwards. You want your dog out, so if you smash that down, you won't be able to set it.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
you can set it on the ground if you want. It's your call. I just use my knee.
I like using the ground mason.
Most of the time, the guys that can't set them by hand use the ground. It's the way we've noticed. Suffering succotash.
Those guys are pussies. You're better off on those to start up high like that,
Yep.
and then you want to go down
Reach
till
your
it
hand
clicks.
underneath. Yep, and until it clicks.
Just real easy though, because it will.
There
you go.
That's it.
That's called a night latch.
Thing you want to learn. I mean, this is my opinion here. If this dog comes straight in, this jaw is coming up, right?
Yeah.
So I try to set mine at a 45 either way.
Okay.
So the jaw will maybe help throw his foot in versus out. I mean, that's
Problem is your holes.
all belong the wrong way, but,
Yeah, but-
that's not bad.
No,
Now-
that'd be perfect right there.
You want to see it? The dog steps on this. See how it moves?
Yeah.
He's done. He'll take off. But you can probably go ahead and dig your hole out a little bit more in the center so you can get your spring in. Hey, yeah, I'll show you. Dig this out just a little bit. Okay. Go ahead and drive your stake. We'll make it work.
Well, he's definitely right. If that coyote senses that thing start to move at all, he'll bounce right off of it.
A bit more if you can get it. You're good. You ain't gonna pull that. Now, set
God, he
your
almost
chain.
did it. I just
I
about
thought
got
he was
it.
going to. I was watching him.
What?
You about stepped in your trap. Okay, set your chain. Make sure it's set. Back it. That is a problem with so much chain with frozen ground. It does not play fair. Okay, here's your little fresh dirt. That's good on there. Now push this side. See how that one is?
Yeah.
That one's not too bad. Just pick it up a little bit, and this soft dirt I'm giving you.
Yeah.
Or you can take peat and use peat too, but this soft dirt right here, just put it right underneath that.
Whenever it's not freezing
Yeah.
like it is right now, you can actually take and stack mud around the jaws.
Get you some peat, Bubby.
Yeah. I was gonna say I set one earlier.
I want to reset it whenever you get stuff out. Okay, pick your whole trap up. Take your handful and just now try to seed it.
You can use that to bed it in.
Yeah. Just keep moving it around till it feels solid.
Driveway,
Yeah,
you know, it's gonna move.
A little more.
we'll go on down by the drainage bin. That looks good, Bubby. Bait
It looks real good.
Bait it and I think you'll have it done. And I'm okay with it. Sit whatever the hell you want.
What do you think?
I think it looks
You like it?
pretty good, yeah. I think it'll catch something, hopefully.
Possum.
My luck.
On the road. You got him pretty deep too.
Oh,
Dude, that's a pretty coyote.
Yes, it is.
Our third coyote for the day. This is the first set I actually set all by myself. Was this one about 30 yards away, and caught my very first coyote on my own. It's a red coyote and absolutely beautiful. I'm happy as could be about it.
Tell him what you did to catch it.
I don't even remember.
What, you got a Duke 550.
I used a Duke 550, has a spring on it. We used some of our homemade bait that we
do you think about your first coyote catch, Mason?
I'm pretty happy about it.
He's seen first beavers, he's caught his first coon this week, and now his first coyote. He's moving up.
What we're doing right here is we've busted a section of ice out here. What was that, 2 inches thick?
Yeah,
on
real
this
close.
creek. And we busted a section out down here, and we've got 3 TS85s caster mount sets. And we found a couple of dens. It's easy when this ice is on, because you can see it's really cool. We'll show you here in a minute these bubbles coming out of this den where they're coming in and out. We actually found down there where they broke up last night, and we're feeding on some sticks down there. But I don't know how we're going to set this one. Well, we're having technical difficulties, so we'll be right back.
Yeah, let me get down and feel it. How big a boy are you? Good to get you back in the gym.
Can't grab it.
Boy, I wish I had a cheeseburger.
Well, we
Can't do it.
set these last night. These were the last traps we set, and we found a couple good dens, and I think we've got a couple beavers to show you in the ice this morning. That's kind of smaller. Well, I say he's a smaller one. Yeah.
That's 40.
Yeah. Boy, he's got a big old tail. That's a pretty good beaver, Scott. A little better than what I thought he was.
Yes. Mason's with us again today, checking traps since he got to go set yesterday. We'll watch these two get it out here.
That's cool.
That's how you catch them in a 660 right there.
Nice beef.
Yeah, he's a trapper.
Yep. Get Brian to get this 660 on his hand and we'll be set. So then I'll have to get down there and get him out
Yeah, you will.
in about 30 minutes. The reason we're setting the 660 is this run is over, and it would be, the way we're having to set it'd be impossible to get a 330 squared up straight. Not impossible, but it'd be rough, and it was getting late last night and we just didn't want to mess with it. Keep it in there, but you'll have to, I had to put it on a sharp 45 to get it in there.
Those gloves probably hard to hold on to that whole long.
Ooh, you let go of it. And I got it.
I done dropped the stick now.
You scared Mason.
Well, that was close. Let's check it out again in slow motion replay. Well, you know you've got really good friends when pain for you equals joy for them.
Ooh, you let go of it. And I got it.
All right, crisis averted. Let's get back at it.
The other one is a little easier to set than this one. I'm glad we set it though.
So we got one down there,
There's a beaver down there too.
bigger than this one. About the same.
I don't know, it's in the water so it's hard to tell.
All right, carry him up. If you can, toss him up, whatever.
Come on, bud.
Carry him like a newborn baby.
Little born baby. You gonna try to walk down the edge of the ice?
I think so.
Okay. 35, 40 pounds. We got one under the ice here. Looks like he was coming into that den, so we'll get Brian down there and see about getting him out.
He was going in.
Yeah, definitely.
It's pretty cool being able to see under the ice.
Well, we didn't catch them all. I mean, there's still a couple left for sure. I smell that one from here.
He's a little smaller.
I smell it.
He's just a hair smaller. Now you can pull him out. Beaver trapping!
Let me get over to Doug.
45 maybe. No bub.
What they're doing here is we got this plastic bed on the Ranger. This frost is literally drying the hair out. It takes the moisture off of the fur and they won't stick as bad. Now they're not super dry, but they're a lot drier than they were. So now they won't freeze to the bed on the way to the next traps. You guys got anything to say about the beavers?
Pretty excited.
Yeah.
I love catching them.
Mason, what do you think about your first beaver you seen caught?
It's a whole lot bigger than I expected.
Yeah, and those aren't giants by no means.
No. No.
I mean, I think there's still a bigger beaver in here.
It's pretty cool.
A lot of work that goes into it though, isn't it?
A lot of work.
Yeah.
People don't realize how much, I mean, we have a lot of fun doing it,
Right.
but how much work we actually put out for these farmers to help them out.
Yeah. I mean,
And this farmer actually has cattle. I mean, this is some of his farm fields, which is a beautiful sunrise this morning. He does have cattle scattered out his property. In calving season, the coyotes can be pretty rough on them. So we're going to try to get a few of those out of here for him as well. But we're going to move on to the next set of traps. Well, we had a cold night last night. It was pretty productive for a first night catch, though. We had just a handful of beaver traps out. We did catch 2 beavers and a coyote on the first night. Gorgeous coyote, except he's starting to rub already this year, so really don't like that, but it is what it is.
was that your first check, Dave Mason?
Yeah, first beaver, second beaver, and first coyote.
Nice.
So
The only thing you've seen is caught so far is coons and possums, and so this is.
What'd you think of that coyote?
It's pretty cool, him howling.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he was pretty vocal. He didn't stop barking. It was kind of hard to get some video in because he kept cutting me out trying to talk. So, but we'll bring you back tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll have more to show you. Yeah, we're here on what this is we got a big cornfield behind us here, and this is just, you can see as Brian pans around it, it's just a thicket. We got a lot of ground coons, and there is some bigger timber back here, but these coons can live anywhere. I mean, these coons, and honestly, this coon might be traveling. You can see the trail coming out of the high weeds. And And you could have set 220s in this and it worked just great, or snares. But we like the coon cups because I set 30 some traps in about an hour and a half. I mean, it's just so easy. When all we baited with last night was marshmallows. But we've had a really cold snap for about 3 or 4 days down in some of us in the teens, one night in the zeros area. But last night at 9 o'clock it was 55 degrees. So I'm thinking these coons were pretty hungry and they had to run. But like I said before in other videos, that these farmers lost so much crop to these animals, and we got to help them out. We're not going to catch them all. We're going to set this for 2 or 3 nights, and we're going to catch the most active coons because we got 2 or 3 nights of warm weather coming, and then whatever's left we'll leave. I mean, we're just going to catch a handful of them. But if we don't, this coon will get distemper or something, whatever they catch, and take it back to the den. And I don't want to see, I'd rather see this guy go and his buddy live tomorrow and be healthy than all of them die from being sick out of the same den. But we're going to get this one taken care of, and then we're going to head on down the line.
Mason, what was your prediction this morning?
2. I said 2.
And how many have we caught so far? 2. And how many traps have we checked?
4. I'd really be wrong with a low number.
Yeah.
Yeah, always figure low when you catch higher, you're great.
I tell you, with trapping, if you set low expectations, you'll never be disappointed.
Yeah, say 0 and you're always good to catch 1.
Yeah. Number, what is it, 5? 6?
5.
6, counting posse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And we've checked
12. Not even half.
No. We kind of knew they were going to run tonight, and just to talk about location again, I know Scott's mentioned it, we're on the edge of a picked cornfield, but we just set the hottest trails. We roll up, we see a hot run coming out, we set it. And that's something we're big on, is when you find sign, that's what you set on, you know. I mean, I used to blind set, just, you know, find a place that I thought coons might be running, and my catch rate has went way up since I just set the hottest places. Even if we don't set all the traps, as long as you're setting on the hottest places, you're going to catch more critters. So we're going to let Mason take care of this one, and so far we were 3 times over what he predicted, and we haven't even checked a third of the traps.
No.
So I mean,
I'm okay with.
We're making a believer out of him.
I'm okay with being wrong.
Yeah, last few days he thought, man, these guys suck.
I'm sure that first day we were setting, he thought these guys really suck.
Yeah.
But you know, pretty boar coons, we're figuring they're really probably getting close to where they're starting to breed, and this is as early as we've ever trapped. You know, I hate to say it, Scotty. I almost don't even want to say it, but I'm going to say it. We haven't caught a rubbed coon yet.
No, we haven't.
And now that I've said that, the next one we're going to get, it's not going to have anything on his back.
He'll be bold, scabbed over.
Yeah. Or it could go the other direction. We may catch an albino.
That'd be all right too.
That'd be all right.
There's a couple here. They've been seen from tree stands. So.
Just God, I love it. It's my favorite. You know, if I had to give up one thing, deer hunting, or you know, if I could only deer hunt or turkey hunt or trap, I think I'd trap.
You probably would too.
It's just my favorite.
Well, and it's great for, I mean, to get people in it that don't understand.
Yeah.
You can get people in and get them to understand the conservation about it. I mean, It's not just about trapping and killing animals.
Right.
It's camaraderie with friends and teaching new people how to sport.
Yep.
And I mean, a lot of people don't understand. You're taking care of this animal to save the rest of them.
Yep. It's all about they're a renewable resource, and this is the oldest profession in the United States.
Oh, definitely.
You know, the West was settled because of trappers.
Right.
I mean, that's we're just carrying on our forefathers' traditions. So we're gonna get him out of there so we don't suffer any, and hopefully we'll have some more to show you pretty quick.
But you can see he's not in pain.
No.
That trap, I've had him on my fingers, and they're not that bad. It's just holding him there till we get here is all it's doing. We're here on the riverbank. We got out of the cornfield now. The coon trails are pretty prominent. They're pretty bad. Got a little beaver sign behind you. They've been chewing quite a bit. But like I said in other videos, these beaver have wrecked this guy's cornfield, and he's just wanting them out. I mean, I don't know how many acres. I'm gonna say 2-3 acres maybe total. And it's not all the same beaver. It's down the river, but that gets in a farmer's pocket once they do that.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money.
Well, where we were trapping, our first few beavers that we caught this year, the slide just where they were coming up into that corn is that deep.
Yeah, it's grooved 3-4 feet.
You've got the top of the bank, and it's grooved at least 3 foot.
Yeah, so they're coming up and down it every night.
Yeah. Well, Ezra was standing in it. It was over his head.
Yeah, he can't see Ezra.
So,
but we set just one coon cup here. I come through here last night pretty quick, and there was some beaver sign, and I put one caster mount set on the slide with the TS85, and then the other one I just put a TS85 in a blind smell, which it looks like the beavers, they'd used it yesterday because it was cold, so everything was froze up solid where they drug the water out the bank. So we knew they were using it, and there's fresh chew sticks up top. So, but I think we can catch another one here. But we did catch a double last night on beavers. Don't be afraid I just set one blind set and one in the run. Don't be afraid to throw one in somewhere, because these beavers, I mean, they're all doing the same thing. I mean, there's probably a den of 3 or 4 or 5 down here, and we might not catch them all, and that's fine. We don't have to catch them all.
Well, and it's different on the river too, because you have kind of a home beaver, but then you have other beaver that are just kicked off swimming.
Yeah. You have the adolescent males that are 2 years old that are looking for a mate.
And that's the difference.
And they'll travel.
That's the difference on the river and the creek. On the creek, you're going to catch a specific, pair or a couple, and then they're gone. Well, with these, with the breeding season and the castor mount sets, it's done. If they swim down the river and smell it, it's done. Yeah,
they want to know what male has done that, or what female has done.
I feel like Michael Jackson.
You have lost one of your gloves. But we're going to dispatch this coon, reset this one, and then get down in the river and try to get these beavers taken care of, and we'll
get the resets.
We'll get the resets, and we'll head on down. If you guys want to see something different in the videos, just tell us.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we'll show you every remake if you need to. Whatever you want, just don't be afraid to hit the like button and join.
Comment, message us on Facebook.
Yeah, whatever. We'll talk about anything. By no means are we the greatest trappers in the world. I know some really good ones, but we do catch some animals, and then we have a lot of fun.
Yep, and that's something new that I'm going to start this year. The last episode of every season is going to be questions that we've gathered throughout the year, and we're going to just do a round table with all of our turkey hunters, deer hunters, and everything, and we'll just kind of answer some questions. We might even let Mason sit at the table with us.
We might.
We can't have any food if he's there. But
no. He's like a little gremlin.
That's a low blow. That's a low blow.
Well, red fox #1 for this property. Number 5 on the year.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
For here, we don't have the reds like a lot of places do.
He varies in color too. Look at the back, how it's more of a like brick red, and then it gets to that blondish red.
He's a pretty fox.
Nice white tip.
Pretty black ears.
Caught him deep in a Duke 550, and he has trapped some mud ball now, so we're gonna have to do some work to reset that. But once you've got the catch circle, the scat, the urine here, you've got to reset it.
Yeah, this scent's gonna carry way across this field.
Yeah.
And we're setting this plowed edge. These animals don't want to run through that plowed field. There's nothing out there for them to eat or chase, so they're here against the railroad tracks, kind of off the bottom on a farm lane, and it's just a natural travel corridor for them.
Yeah. JC Connor shock spring on there.
Can't say enough about those. We put some on some TS85 beaver traps today, and we caught a couple really big beavers earlier, and it's amazing how they didn't have the big holes.
You look right now, you watch, he has no pull on that trap because it's just bouncing that spring.
Yeah, it's not hurting, and it's better for their legs. I mean, it's not hurting him at all.
Yep, that's...
But I say we get this one taken care of and get on down and check a few more traps.
Yep, let's do it. side of trapping that Sissy hasn't seen yet. What you doing, Sis?
I'm gonna shoot this too.
We finally catch one today?
Finally, we pulled like almost all of our traps, and then we finally caught one.
Oh, we haven't even pulled half of our traps yet.
Yeah.
We got a whole
Look what a
bunch.
catch circle he's got right.
Yeah, he's been in there a little bit. It's a big old coon, ain't it?
Yeah.
I think this is the 4th coon of the day. Scotty's probably gonna get his boot bit again, but we're gonna get this guy taken care of, and we'll get back on the line.
Last coon day today. It's just been kind of a miserable day with the body mass. We've got some decent coons, right? But who picked this location?
Me.
Yeah. Did Scotty try to talk you out of this location?
Yeah, it's gonna be somewhere else.
Well, I think you picked a good spot. Well, we're going to try to get in out of the weather here pretty quick, go get something to eat. It is nasty, nasty. But, we'll show you. You know, Mason really, it was a lot of fun bringing him along and, you know, seeing the joy on his face when he caught his first dog there and, you know, just seeing how all that teaching kind of put that over the top for him. I love the fact that we're able to pass that knowledge along. One thing that we love is to pass our passion on to, you know, kids, younger trappers, older trappers that haven't done it before, whatever. We just, it's really awesome to be able to bring that, see that look on their face when, you know, when Sissy caught her first fox, when she, you know, caught her first coon, those kind of things. It's just that part of it to me is a part that I probably love the most about trapping now. But we're having fun, and that's what it's all about. You know, it's not about the money side of it. We are selling fur, we're selling casters, stuff like that, but it's nowhere near profitable. You know, we're not doing it for that reason. You know, we're trying to you know, thin out some predators on our turkey or deer, stuff like that, small game, and then you know, just having fun with the camaraderie, you know, the fellowship with each other. Anybody that goes with us, that's what it's all about. And so we're going to keep doing it for that reason, and that's just the way it is. So hope you enjoyed this week. Thanks for watching.
Trapping.